Retirement plans terminate for a variety of reasons. There's mergers, acquisitions, bankruptcies. Well, for whatever reason, the process of terminating a plan is very time-consuming, and there are very specific things that must be done by a fiduciary. So what we suggest doing is breaking that project down into 5 separate phases. The first phase is planning and preparation. Well, planning is vital, and as with any project, a good plan usually leads to a good result. So once you have that solid plan in place, then the plan needs to actually be amended. And when you set down to amend the plan, make sure to include the following. Establish a plan termination date. Include all changes in the law or any of the plan qualifications that will become effective on the termination date. Stop plan contributions. Provide full vesting for all affected participants. Authorize the distribution of all the benefits in accordance with the plan terms as soon as it becomes administratively feasible after the plan termination date. So phase 2, very important. This is the announcement and the notification phase. And this is where all the disclosures have to go out to the participants and the beneficiaries announcing the plan termination. So when you do this, make sure to include the following. The general information about the process. The decision to terminate the plan. When will it terminate? The participants' distribution options. The resources you're providing your plan participants with how to get help on those distribution options and the ways they can access those resources. And the communication will also need to include the 402F rollover notice, and that'll give additional explanation on the options available to those participants. So phase 3. This is very important. This is when you have to locate those missing participants. And inevitably, there will be some mail that's going to get returned, and that's going to signal what you have to do. And the Department of Labor issued a Field Assistance Bulletin 2014-01, and it's very specific what a fiduciary must do once that participant has been deemed to be missing. And they include the use of certified mail. Need to check the related plan records. So other records that might be like health plans, dental plans, vision plans, things like that where there may be an additional access to an address for a participant. You also need to check for the designated beneficiary and use any free electronic search tools. The internet's full of them. So phase 4, distributing all the plan assets. When you send out that notification, you're going to give them probably at least 30 days, in some cases 60, 90 days to make a decision about what to do before they're going to get officially distributed from the plan. So during this time, it's really important to have a resource available to help those folks make an informed decision about what to do and hopefully prevent them from cashing out. And then when the timer expires, well, then you actually have to start moving those assets out, remember, as soon as administratively feasible, right? So this is the point where you're now going to move any remaining assets for those people that never called, never made any decision on their own, or they were the lost folks that you've tried and just cannot find. Any assets related to those people now have to go into some destination. And the DOL prefers it goes to a safe harbor IRA. So phase 5, the final plan termination. All the notices has been out, the participants have made their decision, most of them hopefully. But for all those that have remained, you've got all those assets out, there's $0 left in the plan. So now really all that's left to do is file that final 5500 series return form with the IRS. So that's it. If you break down this big project into the 5 smaller pieces, you should have no trouble in terminating your plan successfully.